Welcome, friends. We are deep into summer now, and I'm looking at the 4th of July, feeling very patriotic and excited to celebrate our 250th as a nation. Woohoo! So today I wanted to do a patriotic painting, watercolor for you here today, something red, white, and blue. First thing that came to mind, of course, was some poppies. So that's my plan. I'm going to give us a light blue background and then come in with some soft red and blue poppies, perhaps. We'll see. I've never done poppies before, just like everything else. So this is always experimental and low stakes. So let's see what happens. First, have to get that background in. So I'm just putting some water down, some clean water. I like that for a nice streaky, those like thin clouds that you get overhead. You know what? I think I'm going to bring this all the way down to the bottom. I know I didn't put any clean water down here, but that's all right. Because if I put any grass in, I want it to have some of the sky color behind it. And I'm working really hard these days to remember to leave some white. I don't want to cover up all of the white. Because that's what makes watercolor light and fluffy. Alright. I do want this to be good and dry though, because I don't want my red bleeding in. But I'm wetting my red over here, getting it good and hydrated. This one too. This will be a nice accent red. I'll just dry that off. I don't want to swish it around in the water just yet because I will be using that in red again. So may as well wait. Hit it with the blow dryer a little bit. Expedite things. I'm going to try and move this video along a little bit faster than our other ones. Wish me luck. But I really want these poppies to feel light and loose. And so I think this might actually end up being multiple light layers. So we'll see. Now let's see. For a poppy flower, put a little bit of water down in the area that I want it to spread. And I'm going to take that red and see what happens. What I discovered, that might be just a little too much water. Too much loose. I can't handle it. When I looked up images of poppies, what I came to realize is that they don't have a lot of petals. They only have like 4 petals. And they kind of create a bowl effect with a black center. I'm thinking about composition now. Where do I want them to land? Obviously, I'm going to have to clean that one up. That technique did not work the way I thought it was. I don't know if I've said it before, but in general, you should work in odd numbers. So 3 poppies. I want more than that because I'm enjoying painting them. There we go. We'll let that bleed a little. Okay. Try and save this one. This one actually might end up being one of my favorites. I was standing over my picture, which is really nice. I really encourage you to try different angles. Really see your paintings from different sides here. All right. We need a little bit of that black that makes the center of the poppy. And those of you who know me, I am really adverse to putting black in my artworks. I'm tempted, since this is a red, white, and blue style artwork, to instead maybe do a dark blue. I wish this was a live. You guys could tell me in the comments. Let me know if you want to do a live sometime. I think that would be a lot of fun, and we can get our watercolors out and paint together and just have that kind of studio time where everybody's creating at once. All right, I'm going to stay traditional and put just a little black. As you can see, it's the first time I'm putting black on my palette here. Excuse me, getting over a cold. All right, while that dries, I think I'm going to move on to some grass elements. A little yellow in there. Some blue at the bottom. I really enjoyed doing a grass brush stroke. It's just a flick of the wrist and it goes every which way, overlaps. I need to remember that around my flower too, that like it doesn't necessarily have to be pristine. Some of these blades of grass can go over top of the flower even. All right. And we'll do just something a little different with a darker green for the poppies stem. So I'll mix my green. Oh, I hate to do the black, but maybe we'll just try it, see how it looks. I'm going to use up this yellow, so don't worry, guys. I'm not the best at keeping a clean palette. I tend to let my colors get a little muddied, and I like that because I feel that they're a bit more natural. That's what it needs, just a little bit of that red. Not sure which way my finger's gonna like doing this the best. I really am enjoying that this bottom part is still a bit wet. So it's picking up that color and bleeding it through into the soft element of the grass. Ooh, let's get some blue, different blue in here. With like a grape hyacinth type flower here. This is definitely going to require drying before I do anything more to it. But what a fun texture to include in this picture. You can just fill in some space around here. flower stems are just so much fun. Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to finish it. Fellow artists, you guys understand when you're looking at it, you know it needs something more and you just don't know what it is. So put it in the comments. What do you think it needs? Aside from my signature and date. That would be helpful, right? But for now, we'll do a little peel and reveal. I am proud of myself for keeping this one light. I told you I was going to try a little experimental here and there, but all right, we'll just give it my signature down here. Not with the dead marker, I won't. All right, there you have it, guys. Poppies.